At an ATM, just after a man takes cash from the bank, he's shot by an armed robber. 10 News anchor Jim Patton is joining us now live from the scene in Lemon Grove. And Jim, a witness says the shooting may have been unintentional.
Yeah, that's right, Kim. Based on what he heard, let me set the scene for you. You have an elderly man, witnesses say he may have been in his 70s, using the ATM right here. He then walks over to his SUV, which was parked only a few feet away right here, gets inside. That's when a man comes up with a gun and says, "Hand it over."
He goes, "Give it up, give it up." And he goes, he didn't. And then I think the guy panicked.
Yeah, Dennis, who practices just across the street from the Orange Avenue Union Bank in Lemon Grove, says he was outside his office about noon when he heard a shot, looked up to see a man in an orange shirt, bright shirt. It was a sweatshirt, his face covered possibly with a bandana, running away from the SUV, parked in front of the Union Bank ATM. He says the man was quickly picked up by a little black car, which sped off toward Lemon Grove Avenue. He was then able to speak to the victim, who told him that he refused to hand over any money, and says right after the shot, the shooter yelled an expletive as if that shot was an accident. Now, as we're back here at the ATM here live, you can see there are cameras everywhere. Of course, it's a bank. So authorities investigating this likely have an image of the shooter and possibly the fuller description and a license plate from that getaway vehicle. Now, the shooter, described again as a black man, he was wearing a bright orange shirt, long sleeve, possibly a sweatshirt. And coming up at 5 o'clock, we'll hear more from that witness and why he believes, based on what he saw just before this all took place, that this was a completely random act. Reporting live in Lemon Grove, Jim Patton, 10 News.